Bumbling here.
You're live.
We are live. Good evening, everyone. It is Tuesday night, February 9th, and we are rolling. We got lots of stuff going on. Had to go to town today for a quick trip, but I got a lot of stuff I want to cover tonight. Some announcements and just some kind of FYIs and a couple of really good questions I think will be helpful, especially to new people or people that have some confusion on the transfer process and coloring. So I want to get into that, and I guess first things first, let's make some announcements. So if you are a new sign carver and you have not carved more than 10 signs, we are doing something special for one brand new sign carver on Friday night, on our live on Friday night. So send me an email or send Vicky an email, Eric at makeawoodsign.com or Vicky with davesigns@gmail.com. And we will put you in on that list for the special thing we're going to do for one of you. So the list isn't too long, so you got a really good chance if you're a brand new sign carver. Like I say, 10 signs or less. Second announcement. The Zoom workshop, group coaching, workshop classes, that thing is, it's still in its infancy. I don't know whether it's going to work out, although we're getting great response. I am going to be sending out an update for information on that in the next few days, hopefully.
Charlie Rooster, I've only carved one time. Can I get in on it? No, Charlie.
So if you haven't heard of this, I'm thinking about doing a live Zoom with a group of people. Oh, shoot. With a group of people. Grab my spinner. And it will be like 6 consecutive Saturdays, 1 hour approximately at a time. And we will be going over lots of stuff. It's basically going to be structured, if we do it, if there's enough interest. If we do it, it's going to be structured around the seven steps to beginning sign carving. Sign carving beginning. What the heck is the name of that thing? It's something like that. The 7 steps course. That's a free course that's on our website. Anyway, it's going to be based around that. But even more than that, I want it to be interactive so I can help you guys with specific issues or problems or challenges that you're having with your sign carving. So that is still a possibility, and actually it's looking pretty good. So if you guys haven't sent me an email and you want more information on that, send me an email right away, because I will be sending the follow-up details on that probably sometime in the next few days. So that is that. Third, the lunar lamp. You guys seem to really like that. A couple videos, and I haven't got a picture of the final product yet because the customer was making that into a lamp, but he promised to send me pictures when it's done. So as soon as I get it, you guys will see it.
Tessa wants to know if you're going to be doing more than one group.
It all depends on how the first group goes. If I do any groups, if it's popular and people really like the idea and it seems to be going well, then I may do a lot more in the future. I would like to. I hope so. I'm really excited about it. I think it'll be a blast, and I think it'll be helpful. Okay, fourth on the list. You guys, I know there's many of you that have been looking for the 611, the DWP 611.
Chuck said I finally made it without being at work. Hi, Chuck. Hi, Corduroy.
Chuck
Hi,
and
Linda.
Hi, Chuck. Hi, guys. And anyway, so I finally decided to contact DeWalt directly. So I did. I sent them a message. They sent me a message back today. No, the DWP 611 is not discontinued. but they still don't have a date, a restocking date. So they just are running behind on them. But it's not a discontinued item. Like I had read before, the spindle itself that people were putting in CNC, the small CNC routers, I think, though I didn't ask, but that was what I had read on an article. Not that the DWP 611 is discontinued. It is not. So that is official from DeWalt. So thought I'd clue you guys in on that.
Darren Smith said, super excited about doing my first collaboration with another YouTuber, working on the first video in the series.
Fantastic. That's awesome. So excited for you, buddy. I can't wait to hear more about it. That is terrific. And lastly, on the announcements, you guys, I implore you, I beg you, don't send me messages through Facebook. Email me directly, because I'm trying to check Facebook all I can, but I'm so busy doing other stuff. But I check my email like 40 times a day. So if you're going to send me a message, please email me directly, eric@makeawwoodsign.com. And if I miss your message in Facebook, I will apologize to you up front. But I answer those when I see them, but I just don't check that but maybe once or twice a month sometimes. Anyway, so please email me directly. All right, let's get into the questions. These aren't going to be real long. I think they're going to go pretty quick. So I got a message from, who is this from? Oh my gosh. It's gone. I don't know who it's from. Yeah, I thought I put it down here. Anyway, the message, or the question is, when he watched the latest video where I was doing a transfer process, and he said 2 questions from the videos. Wiping the label paper with WD-40, which I did, that won't mess up my LaserJet print, will it? Well, there's the confusion. So what he's talking about is in order to do an inkjet transfer, we are now using just some, I don't know why that has the...
Oh, because...
That was a messed up label?
No. It's,
okay. Do you need that?
No.
Okay. Anyway, so this is label backer. This is just labels that we use all the time. And this is what I use now. I like it better than the freezer paper. And so if you guys use labels in your printer at all, save your label stock if you want to do an inkjet transfer. So what he was asking, because when I did the Lunar, that, oh gosh, 544, just the other day, part 1, video number 544. When I did the transfer, I used this stuff, and I said that I had sprayed WD-40 on here, which normally I would spray silicone spray, and I'll show you how I do that, because it might be a little confusing. Is this within the camera range here?
bear with me. I got a new tripod, and it's a little stiff, so...
Yeah, we got a brand new tripod. So,
All right.
here's all I do. I just take the silicone spray, or like the other day, I used WD-40 because I couldn't find my silicone spray, and that's it. I just take a tissue or a paper towel and just wipe most of it off so it's not puddled up on there. Then that's what I print on. What I find is that allows the ink to release from that paper and give you a better image. Anyway, so the confusion here, and gosh, I know his name, but I can't think of it now, and I didn't write it down. The confusion is I would never use this process in a LaserJet. Now, I don't know what it would do, but I know I haven't done it. Now, he has a LaserJet printer, so if you're going to use a LaserJet printer, it's a completely different process than using this label backer. If you're using a LaserJet printer, just use plain paper, and then I use, when I do it, which I haven't for a couple of years,
Sorry.
but when
I moved it up a little bit, and it bounced all over.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
When I do the LaserJet transfer, I'm using lacquer thinner, but I think you can use acetone, and there's some other type of solvents that you can use to get that LaserJet ink to release. So,
quick question. Tessa asked if the paper off the back of the vinyl, you know, when they put the vinyl through the Cricut, would that work?
It's possible.
It's possible, Tessa, as long as it's got a smooth silk, kind of shiny.
Yeah, if you have a shiny
And I can't remember, honestly.
It does. It does. There's a lot of different kinds. So theoretically, you might be able to use that. And if it's 8.5 by 11 sheets, I'd give it a try, Tessa. I would. If you've got those, I'd give it a try. But I don't know because I've never done it. But if you are using an inkjet and you're using that kind of thing, the silicone spray or the WD-40 may help that release. So,
thank you, Scott.
Let's see. So that was that. So anyway, so just to reiterate, it is not LaserJet that I am doing the silicone spray with. So I already answered him back. And so if you want to see the LaserJet process that I've done, check out videos. Actually, I'll tell you in a second here. As soon as I answer.
Hi, Danny Meadows.
No, actually, I can show you now.
Hi, Justin.
So if you want to see videos, I'm going to start using this. Try and start using this whiteboard a little more, guys. That way you can take a screenshot or something and be able to see it written down. So if you want to see the LaserJet process,
I'm gonna have to oil this thing.
check out video #212 or Coffee and Questions 5/18/17. And
Glenn Showalter said, I'd be careful with the WD-40. It'll swell the rubber and make it spongy. If your printer would happen to have a little rubber O-rings on the rollers.
yeah, I would have used the silicone spray and not the WD-40. I did it one time and it seemed okay, but
we just don't use a laser printer.
well, but that was inkjet.
Oh, inkjet.
That was inkjet. And so I prefer the silicone spray, but that may have the same, but I don't do a lot of them, so I'm not running hundreds of pages through there. Anyway, the inkjet transfer, number 544, that's my latest video with the inkjet transfer, and I think that one actually turned out really good. So there's my email address if you guys have any questions. So take a screenshot of that, and hopefully
Later?
that
I just
will
moved
help.
it back up.
Oh, okay. Okay, second question. Yes, second question.
Hi, Tim.
And I think this one was from Vic. And these might have both been from Vic, actually. What marker doesn't fade for painting the project? So, let me clarify. The other day, when I did that Valentine girl, I colored the Valentine girl with a Sharpie, basically a felt marker, okay? I don't do that very often. I used to do it all the time when I was carving on site. There was some confusion because normally when I put color on my signs, I use the one-shot paint. I didn't have time to do that because this goes on top of the finish, and that I think Tessa even Tessa remarked that you always put color on top of the finish. No, that's not true. If it's a felt pen, if it's a pen like this, then I put that under the finish and then I put the finish over the top of it. Generally speaking, that's what I used to do all the time when I was carving on site because I needed quick, fast drying color. Then I would put the finish over the top and it would really bring out the color of the pens.
Rod Hall says Sharpie makes UV markers.
Oh.
No, it's all right, Tessa. You didn't know.
No, I needed to just clarify that because it is confusing. So if I am doing signs that I want permanent color on, that's when I use the one shot and I put it on top of the finish. So this works and it's a great fast way to get color and it looks brilliant. But if it's outside, it'll fade. Well, up in Oatman, it would fade probably every month. I would need to recolor my signs with my felt markers because they would fade in the sun. and
Your display signs?
yeah, my display signs. That's exactly right. Thank you for making me clear that up. So, what won't fade is using this. Now, have also been old videos. There's an old video, Coffee and Questions 10/27/15.
10, 27.
I know that
15.
said that funny. 10/27/15. You know, so like over 5 years ago, where I used paint pens. I literally used paint pens. Now these things worked really well. So go watch that video and you'll see. Now these I probably would put underneath the finish. I would treat these a lot like a felt tip marker, but I think you could do it either way because I think these are exterior. I don't use these very often, but I got a whole assortment of colors. So I think these could be underneath or on top. But remember, whatever finish you're going to put on top of color, if it's not crystal clear, it might change the color. So, I don't know if that answers questions or leaves people more confused. So, paint pens, I've done it both ways, underneath the finish and on top of the finish, but I think I like it under the finish better. Felt tip markers, always under the finish. That's the way I do it. And one shot always on top of the finish. So, I think that answers those questions. Yeah, that's...
Justin Hillickson says, is there a discount code through you guys on for the one shot?
No, unfortunately, there's not. We do have the one shot in our Amazon store, but there's no discount code on there. Sorry, man. I wish. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I should reach out to them, but I haven't as of yet. But hey, maybe they'll get a hold of me someday. Mm-hmm. Never know. Okay, that is about it. I think that's all I had as far as questions go. Let's get into the sign carvers of the day. You guys can keep asking questions here if you want to.
One question I had for Eric is I've been researching the way to modify router base plates. If you were going to approach that, hold on, it froze on me. Oh, how would you modify the large base to use as a straight edge or a circle cutting jig?
Okay.
He's been researching.
Yeah.
Hold on. Ways to modify a router base plate. If you were going to approach that, how would you modify the large base to use as a straight edge or a circle cutting jig?
So I think he's referring to our large base.
I don't.
Maybe if you got a large base from us, you could make a flat edge on the front or the back. If the base is here, you could cut that and make a flat edge. Huh?
They can't see where here is.
Okay. You could make a flat on that. If you're going to try and use that for a circle jig, you're going to need to attach something. Yeah, you could do that. You could, if I wanted to cut a circle the size of this table, I'd find the center, obviously. I would attach something to it. Again, if you're using our base plate, and I don't know if that's what you're referring to, but our base plate has those little handles on it. If you were going to use that for cutting circles, you could find the middle of your piece that you're going to do. Let me see. Find the middle and then have some kind of an attachment to the base plate out here, maybe to the handle. You could clamp it on or screw it to the base itself, and then you have a pivot point, so then you could make your circle.
The one I bought from you.
Okay, yeah. So you would attach something either to one of the handles, the inside of the handle.
I gotta oil this thing because it's kind of jumpy.
Or you literally could put a couple screws in it. I think I would find a way to attach something with a clamp to that handle, and then out at the center point, drive a screw or a nail, and then that will help you. That should stay consistent, and you should be able to cut your circle that way.
Pat Carpenter said another good paint source is the 98-cent store, PPG latex paint samples at Home Depot, which we've used.
Yeah, we've used those before. We did a video on those not too long ago. Yeah, that's true. I like the one shot. That's my favorite. It's expensive, but
Lasts forever.
but I've never had a can go empty on me. All right, sign carvers of the day. Sean Lundquist. So you got to tell me,
Just hold still.
am I in the right spot?
You're fine. I'll
Okay.
figure it out from there.
So this is 12 by 36 pine, and he's been carving for about 6 months.
Wow.
That is a cool looking sign. Very, very cool. I love it. Great job, Sean. Thomas Toten. This looks like it was probably from one of our layout templates. We have a layout template for that. Looks like pine. I don't have a lot of details on it. In fact, I have none. But great job, Thomas. Very nice work. Jeff Callanan, 24-inch round, and he made up some of these for sale, which I think is a terrific idea. That's something that could sell very easily. Beautiful work, Jeff. Love it. Dean and Linda Mehard in Australia. They make signs from pallet wood. In fact, I think that's the name of their business. The picture is really dark. I'm sorry that the picture
I got it.
doesn't really do it justice, but nice job, you guys. Dean and Linda, congratulations on your new business.
Okay.
Great job. Richie Barclay.
Kind of keep those a little more still, please.
Okay, Richie Barclay, and he did this for a customer. He's from New Zealand, I believe, and this is New Zealand pine. Use a profile, the carving liner, and the 90. Nice job. Star Wars fans. Good job, Richie. Turn this around. So this is Torrid Moen, and this is his first sign. Torrid is from Norway, my old homeland.
Yeah.
I'm Norwegian. Anyway, great job, Torrid. For your first sign, pretty amazing. Nice work. This one is amazing. Tom Gent. So we just did the Zoom time with Thomas. Amazing. So he made this. It's 18 by 20, a profile bit, carving liner, and a 90. And he was going to keep it, but his cousin offered him 120 bucks for it, so he sold it. But that's definitely worth 120 bucks. Beautiful work, Tom. Beautiful. Bruce Hucks. He is a big Jimmy Houston fan. If you guys don't know who Jimmy Houston is, he's been probably one of the most prolific professional bass fishermen of all time. Right up there with Bill Dance and some of the big boys. And seems like a really good guy. But Bruce has actually met him before. So he made this for Jimmy. Great job, Bruce. Hope you get to meet him again. Chuck. Hey, look at, there's Chuck's table. Chuck Ballard.
Cool.
3 foot by 5 foot. He carved the stars and the stripes. And he did this for a customer, I believe. He'll probably mention it on here. But Chuck, absolutely spectacular, dude. Very, very nice.
Tracy Detweiler says I met Jimmy a couple of times. Great guy.
That's what I've heard, yeah. Terrific job, Chuck. And last, Terry Grayson. He and his wife made these signs, their very first ones. Great job, Terry. I don't have his wife's name, but great job, Mrs. Terry. Anyway, great job, guys. Cool group of sign carvers of the day, guys. Thanks for sending me your pictures, and keep sending them. I love to show off your guys' work. And for you people, just one last thing. If you guys still have interest and you haven't sent me an email yet and you have interest in those
You
Zoom...
need to put Tessa on your list. She says she didn't get the email and she has emailed you, but...
Yeah, she's on the list. I got you, Tessa. You're on the list. I remember. I think I answered you back, but maybe I didn't. I apologize. So, yeah, you're on the list, Tessa. Anyway, if you haven't emailed me yet and you do have some interest in it, no commitment, we're just trying to get a feel for who's interested and who's not. I'm going to be sending out more information in the next few days with some details on timing and all of that.
Chuck said that table was for a show host at his job.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I remember him saying that. Great job, Chuck. Beautiful work, buddy. I'm sure he loved it. So that is, I believe that's it. Again, let me hold this up one more time.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Does it?
No,
Is that
I would have
a
to
bad
zoom
idea?
in and zoom out, but just hold it there. That's fine.
Okay, so there's my email if you have questions. If you want to go check out those videos. And I guess that's it. We'll be back. We've got a new little demo video coming out tomorrow morning. And then videos every day, as always. And we will be back live on Thursday. And then on Friday, we'll be doing, oh yeah, for new sign carvers, we'll be doing that special thing. We'll be doing a couple of giveaways on Friday. So you guys want to check that out. And if you're a new sign carver, 10 signs or less, shoot me an email. We'll put you in on that list for the special thing we're doing on Friday. So that is it, guys. Thanks so much for watching. And have a great night. We love you. We'll see you on Thursday.
Bye, guys.
Bye.